For more about the sex scandal within the Catholic Church in Germany, we're joined by Nikolaus Pieper, a senior correspondent for the German daily newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung. Thank you very much for joining us on the programme. A senior Catholic Church official recently acknowledged that there were serious mistakes made in a sex abuse case at a German archdiocese while the Pope served as an archbishop there. How close do you think that the pontiff is to this scandal?
Right now we don't know. It is clear that this case you mentioned it happened when he was Archbishop of Munich and he was under his supervision. But we don't know how much he knew about it. Right now I would say it's dangerous for the Pope, but he can come out of it undamaged if he makes the right decisions now.
Do you think that his credibility is in any real danger? And explain what you mean by when you say that it's dangerous for him.
Dangerous, the question is about the credibility of the Church. The head of the German Catholic Youth Organization, he said it's the worst crisis of the Catholic Church since 1945. And there's a huge outrage among normal Catholics, rank and file of the Church, about this case. And he has to do something just to keep his credibility, and he has to make an apology, and he has to make it timely, and he has to choose the right words. And if he does that, I think it's not a crisis for him.
Your newspaper broke this story. How has it been covered in the German media, and what has public reaction been to it?
It's covered in the media as top stories for days, if not weeks, and there is a real outrage in the public, and among ordinary Catholics, it's very, very strong, and but the outrage is not so much against the Pope, but against some bishops. And there's understanding in the public that some of the bishops, some of the clergy, they live still in a state of denial. One bishop he complained about a campaign against the Catholic Church, which is nonsense. There's no such thing as a campaign, but there are outrageous things happened, and the people are furious.
There are growing calls also in Germany for the statute of limitations for prosecuting sexual abuse cases to be extended. How likely is that?
Well, I'm not an expert on that. Basically, that has to, in the end of the day, it's the decision of the lawmakers. My personal view is we have in Germany the extension of the limit, the extension from murder and from mass murder, and we shouldn't go beyond that.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us on the programme.
Thank you for having me.